Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading for the week, so if you guys want to see a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat. Let's see what we can come up with for this week. Okay, let's take a breath. Did that without breathing necessarily. Anyway, if you guys like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also included links to my social media and my website, so if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you can. And also, I have listed all of the decks I've used for this reading, as well as the timestamp for the bonus reading in the description. It's all there. Go check it out if you want to see more from me and get in touch. So, let us start with our oracle reading. We're going to look at the fox spirit. Okay. We also have the scarab beetle. This is saying that magic works through you, which I like seeing. As well as the new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Beautiful. I love how this oracle reading is coming together because you are definitely smart. You have a good brain in your head. You are very observant. And you are very much about taking a grounded, level-headed approach to what you're trying to achieve. I'm getting there because this is the symbol for Earth, and this is the glyph for Earth is represented in this deck. You're very much attuned to your environment around you. You're deeply intuitive, again, and in tune with what you have going on around you. And this is where, this is part of the magic that you have at your disposal. Because, again, because you are so much about the environment around you, you know what you have at your disposal, and you know how to create something from nothing. I'm hearing MacGyver. You're very much like MacGyver in your situation, in that you can take anything and make something work from it, right? Again, because you have a good brain in your head, you're very smart, you know what's going on, okay? And it's paying off. It's bringing you dividends, okay? You're starting to see the goals that you're working towards start coming to fruition. That's good. That's very good. Again, because you're able to take what you know, take what you have, make it work, and it's definitely getting you towards your goal. If you're not there yet, if you haven't achieved it yet, you're well on your way to achieving it. Okay, so there's our oracle reading. Let's get into our tarot reading and see what we have in store for you. You know what? I'm gonna draw some more oracle cards for the bonus reading. We'll get into that in a minute, though. Let's see what energy we have to make the most of our oracle reading. As per usual, I'm going to get the cards out and we'll clarify and get some energy around you as well. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the Son of Cups. I'm reading this as the Knight of Cups. So you're very in tune to your environment, and you're also in tune with how you feel, especially in the environment you're in. Remember that I did say you were kind of like MacGyver in that you have the ability to take the things you have and make them into something useful. You're very, very action oriented. The problem is that I think you let the depths of your emotion get the better of you sometimes. Okay, and I'm getting there because we also have the Nine of Swords coming out, so you feel so much, so deeply, that sometimes it causes you to feel deeply overwhelmed and kind of trapped. Okay, because you're trying to see everything at once. You're trying to see the full and complete picture of your situation. Sometimes that's not easy because you're on information and emotion overload. Okay, that's where I'm getting that's what I'm getting from the card. Ultimately, there's some stresses and anxieties that are keeping you up. Okay, you're very much about keeping your eyes peeled. Okay, but sometimes that effort takes the absolute Mickey out of you, right? That's okay. You know what? You're not alone in experiencing that, because I'm the same way. Okay, here's the deal: you got to give yourself a break, because you can't be in this state forever. And if you are, you're not doing okay. I've been there. I've been in this Nine of Swords energy, and it's not fun. Yeah, it is Nine of Swords. Okay, I'm reading that. You've been in that Nine of Swords energy for a period of time, and it's time to let it go. Time to let it go. Give yourself a break. Get some sleep. Drink some water. Do some yoga. Do any sort of exercise you feel comfortable doing. Okay, and it will. I feel safe in saying that it will lighten up. If it doesn't go away completely, you're gonna be okay. Right? Just give yourself the chance. Give yourself the chance to calm down. Okay? All right. So there is our main portion. Let's get some hidden and clarifying energies for this part of the reading. Hidden and clarifying energies, please. Okay. Okay. So our hidden energy is the Hermit. You're going to need to take some time away. And while that might be painful in a sense, it's also allowing you to recharge. It's also allowing you to recharge, because remember what I said, you got to take the break. And the only way you're going to be able to take the break is by taking some time out. Okay? Take some time out, rest, relax, recharge your batteries a little bit, and make sure that you're in a place that you can come back to the hard work that you've been doing, that you've really wanted to. You've been working hard, you're overwhelmed, you're tired, take a break. Okay? Take a break. Okay? Our clarifying energy is the Father of Cups. Wow, that's amazing. You have the Knight and you have the King of Cups. You want to get to a place where you can feel your emotions without the overwhelm, without this Nine of Swords energy. Okay? This is part of the goal. Okay? This is part of the reason you want to take a break. Okay? Because you're not settled. Right now, it doesn't feel like you're settled in your emotions, and that's where you want to get to. Okay? So this this King of Cups is putting your foot in emotional turbulence and saying, you know what, I feel sad, I feel great, I'm all over the place, I'm being knocked around, but I can handle it. I know I can handle it because I'm the authority in my emotions, not, I have authority over myself. Specifically emotions with the cups. but very generally you're working to be an authority over yourself. Okay, so there is the Father of Cups or the King of Cups. Okay, let's see what we need to see in terms of clarifying each card. Why are we seeing this? Let's get some clarity for the Son of Cups. Okay, Son of Cups. So, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this card. We have the Ten of Wands. So lately you've been bearing a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Yeah, you've had a lot of weight. You've had a lot of obligations to fill. Again, you're bearing the weight of responsibilities. And again, that's got you feeling some kind of way. It's got you feeling trapped. You can't sleep at night because you have A, B, C, D, E, and F for this task. You have A through Z over here that you have to finish, and you're on deadlines, and you hear how much I'm rambling on that. That's probably how your thoughts are going, right? I get that way too. Believe it or not, I'm not as composed, you know. I get that way too, is the point. But this is where we have the new moon and Capricorn energy coming in, okay, because it is paying off. You know, your efforts are paying off, okay? It's just the overwhelm is real for you right now. I get it. Believe you me, I get it, okay? So, yeah, there's some responsibilities here. It's got you feeling some kind of way, okay? And, you know, you've had to be actively planning and strategizing your next moves. That could be very difficult because of the overwhelm, because of the stress, because of the nervousness that you're feeling about, yeah, this could be, you have to plan. You have to give yourself a chance to really think about where your priorities are, right? And again, the overwhelm might be clouding your ability to do that, okay? What's interesting here is that this character is attached to these wands, and it's making it seem like it's taking a lot. This planning is taking a lot out of this character. Maybe that is what is happening for you. I'm also hearing kind of a struggle with time management skills. So again, remember I listed off all of these bullet points that you may have to meet deadlines for, and you're not really sure how to prioritize it. Maybe because, again, you're not really seeing past the fact that you have so much to do, right? Let's see how we can help you with this Nine of Swords, okay? Hidden and clarifying energy. We're fighting it. Okay. Okay. Anyway, clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the Lovers. So you are going to have some choices to make. You do have a choice here. And I have a feeling it's to do with balancing your head over your heart. I'm gonna censor that a little bit. Sorry, guys. You do have choices, and I do think it's a matter of balancing head over heart. It's going to require some things possibly to change, but you do need to analyze where you are. Okay. So there is the Lovers. Okay. We also have the 8, 5, 6, no, that's 7 of Cups. Whoa. Okay, again, choices. When you do decide what options look good for you, you need to choose carefully because not everything is going to be good for you. Okay, and you can't accept everything all at once. Okay, yeah, you can't accept everything all at once. So do be careful and please analyze where things may land for you. Okay, that is the 7 of Cups. Okay, why are we seeing the 4 of Swords? Okay, let's get some hidden and clarifying energy here. Okay, again, we're seeing the 4 of Swords because it's time to take stock of our progress. Again, we're busting our asses. We're doing a lot of work. In fact, we might even be trying to do the most. But sometimes that isn't going to help us, and we need to step back and go into where we are, where we've been, and where we want to go. Okay? Because in doing that, I think we're going to gain the bigger picture of how we are right now. Okay, I'm also hearing there could be some disappointment, especially if you are looking at what you've grown and aren't really satisfied with the way that your project is going, because I'm seeing that you're trying to grow a tree, but it hasn't sprouted any leaves. You know, maybe it's time to take a step back because yes, do all of the assessing I talked about, but maybe get some fresh eyes on the situation as well. Okay, so 7 of Coins. All right. Okay, we also have the 2 of Wands. Again, you have choices to make and you are hesitating. This is especially important to get some fresh eyes on your situation because you're not seeing what you need to see. I know part of that is from the 2 of Swords. The way I always explain the 2 of Swords to people is that you're blindfolded, you're cutting yourself off from information. But in this case, I don't think you're seeing that you do have, the gate is open and it's yours to go out of if you want to. You know, you can stay with what you know, or you can try something different. And this is, again, the only way you're going to see if staying home is where you need to be is if you take a break and assess. Okay, you haven't given yourself time to do this, and you're certainly not seeing what options may be out there if you go through that open gate. Okay, so there's the 2 of Wands. Okay, clarifying the Hermit. Okay, now we have the 9 of Swords again. You've been through some shit. You have been through so much. You're putting yourself through so much, and it's all up here. It's all mental for you. That's okay. They are real. They are valid. You know what you're experiencing, and it's scary, right? But again, taking a break is going to alleviate some of this pressure. Okay? So there's the 9 of Swords. We also have, we have the 4 of Cups. I think what underneath all of this, there's some boredom and some complacency, because it's not what you're trying to do is you're trying to work harder than you have energy for, and it's causing you to not only to miss your boat because you're not seeing or not actively strategizing where you need to, um, but you're refusing everything because nothing feels right. Again, I'm gonna say it, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break, because the anxiety, I'm also hearing the anxiety is doing the talking for you. And that's why you're refusing to do things that may end up being beneficial for you. Again, going back to the hermit, this is where you need to step back, step away from everything, and assess where you are and why you are in the place you're in. Okay? Or why you think you're in the place you're in. And if it's confusing you, ask for help, right? So here's the Father of Cups, okay? Hidden and clarifying energy for the Father of Cups, please. Okay? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So eventually all of this is going to clear out. All of this is going to stop hurting. All of this is going to stop being so stressful and hard and painful. You're going to see relief, okay? You're going to see your obligations kind of peter off, and you're going to achieve what you want to achieve, okay? But you have to let yourself process and stop feeling so overwhelmed, okay? Because ultimately you want to be in a place where you can feel it without being overwhelmed, okay? It will lighten up. Whatever this is will go away, but you have to give it a chance to, okay? So there's the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, we also have the Two of Swords. So again, there's always going to be a choice to make. There's always going to be things that you have to mull over and go in your head for, and know that isn't comfortable, but it is a necessary thing to do if you want to really feel like you're making progress, okay? The thing of it is, though, again, because we're getting the Two of Swords, taking a step back to gather missing information is critical, especially in this situation. Okay, and the way you're going to do that, give yourself a break, take some time away from people, society in general, and listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, listen to what your gut feelings are telling you. Okay, so there is the Two of Swords. Okay, now let's see. First of all, let's get a water break in here. Rambled on and long enough. So how are you doing, guys? Are you guys okay? Let's have some water, and we'll go into some energies for how this can help you. Okay? Cheers. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. So to start, let me turn my deck right side up here. To start, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So in terms of personal readings, I think you may have some trouble accepting praise and accepting you may have some trouble accepting praise or acknowledging that you really are doing a good job. This could be from self-esteem issues. This could be triggered by anything. And I'm hearing that you want to appear humble, so you don't give yourself credit. You don't let yourself brag on the kind of work that you've done. But you know you should. I feel like you know you should. This is Six of Swords, not Six of Wands. In any case, you know you should be giving yourself credit. But right now, you know a transition needs to be made. And I think the transition from being this quiet, sensitivity is important, don't lose that quality, but being quiet and staying in your corner has served you well. And you also know it's time to get out of your corner and maybe take a step up, but you're not letting yourself do that right now. And I don't think, given the cards that we just had, I don't think that it's going to be the right time to make that move until you know when you're ready for it. Okay? And by that I mean you'll know when you're ready to make that move. You'll know when you're ready to turn the Six of Swords right side up. But for now it's time to rest. Time to rest. Okay? And don't make any moves before you're ready. Hope that makes sense. Let's see what else. Again, lovers, we do still have choices to make, and this is what you're going to be reflecting on while you're taking your break, while you're taking a step back. Okay? You have choices to reflect on. Let's see. We have the cards for justice. All of this is going to be in terms of balancing everything out for yourself, okay? Because you've been up and down emotionally, you've had a roller coaster ride these last couple of weeks, right? So it is going to be the kind of thing that this is working on rebalancing, okay? All right. So let's see what our hidden and clarifying energy will be. Our hidden energy, again, is the King of Pentacles. So I think all of this effort is to reclaim your self-worth and really get deep into what you value, where you stand on things, how you can use what you have at your disposal. Okay. So, ding in the card. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, you know what makes you happy. You know what gives you life. You know how to get grounded. Okay, and no, you're not a lone wolf in any of this. It may feel like you've been doing this by yourself, but the fact of the matter is that you haven't. Okay. So there is the King of Pentacles as our hidden energy. All right. Clarifying energy is the Devil. You're going to face some temptations. You're going to face some things that you might not feel are so positive. But the bonus of doing all of this reflection is that it will become very clear what you don't want in your space. Okay. Now, this card, I think the Devil card can be very scary for some people. But at the end of the day, I think when you know what holds you back, it will allow you to make forward progress. Okay. So let's see what we have for our bonus reading. Again, this will be time-stamped in the description below. So if you want to see just the bonus reading, if you want to stop it here, by all means, I will see you in the next video. But if you're sticking around for the bonus reading, this one's for you. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so let's see our bonus oracles. We have the cheetah. We have the otter spirit. You are never alone. I love that. And we have the full moon in Virgo, which says you are good enough. So I think it's the cheetah. I think cheetahs are the fastest land animal in the world. Fact check me on that. I'm going off the top of my head. Definitely fits the fire element, I think, because there's a lot of swift movement with the cheetah, and if you're resonating with that, certainly with you, you're very, very fleet-footed, you're very smart, and you have your wits about you, is what I'm hearing. However, you move so fast that perhaps your impulses may get the better of you, right? Okay. Not sure. Virgo. Okay. So the problem that you might be having here is that you're very much about your inner fire once again, because this is the fire spirit, or this is the glyph for the fire element. So a lot of your actions, a lot of the things that you're taking action on have required fast, potentially non-thinking energy. And that might be slightly problematic because, you don't want to necessarily act impulsively, but there's some times that you do, right? You move too fast. It's kind of like do now, think later. Anyway, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. The thing is, you might, based on the other cards, I'm feeling like you might be overcompensating for something. Okay. You have to move at a fast pace, because if you don't achieve this, if you don't do that, your self-worth is going to somehow be tied to that, and you have to do it all alone. No, you don't, though. Okay. Because remember that you have the otter spirits. You aren't doing it by yourself. You can ask for help. Okay. And your self-worth is tied to more than just what you're doing for other people. Okay. So just remember that you are good enough in your situation. You can slow down. You can slow down. So I have a feeling you're going to need to be doing some thinking. Okay. And it's going to require you to slow down to do it. Okay. So there is the full moon in Virgo. Okay. Let's get a reading for your bonus tarot. We have strength. We have the four. Yes, that's the Four of Wands. To look at that for a little bit. Sorry for the delay. Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Cool. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so immediately you're in a strong place. You have a strong foundation underneath you. You can definitely take a break and celebrate, because you have done a lot of achieving. Okay, and it's good. You've done some good work. Okay, because the payoff is that you're in a situation where everybody around you is happy, it's healthy, you're doing what you can, and you've achieved the ability to take care of yourself, the people around you, and you have plenty of other things besides that to do those things. The things you want to do. You're abundant. this time has been abundant for you, okay? But you still have some things that you're growing, and it's going to be how you apply the lessons learned from this 10 of Pentacles in order to really plant new seeds and get that growing again, okay? Plant new seeds, get that growing, because you have, again, you have some inner fire that you are definitely learning how to channel, okay? The nice part is that this work is paying off, okay? This work is paying off. However, there is still a little bit of self-doubt that you need to get past, okay? The thing is, you're not trapped. You're not hemmed in. This character is seeing themselves in the mirror as being as such, but no. I will humbly argue against you, because you're not as trapped as you think you are. And with the shift in perspective, you're going to be able to get out of this situation, okay? There it is. There's the 8 of Swords. Okay? So that is it for this reading. I hope that made sense. This has been a little bit chaotic, and I'm sorry for the interruption earlier, but we will do better next time. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys. I will see you very soon with a new video. If you liked what you saw, please go ahead and click all of the buttons. Check the description for all of the goodies. And I will see you next week. Love you guys. Bye.